Welcome. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. It would really help the channel to spread around and to help other people to find the videos.
Right.
A drop in the bucket. Just imagine filling up a 5-gallon bucket of water and using a, what you call those things? A dropper to squeeze out a drop of water. That's what they just gave you.
Trying to convince everybody else, you better take that one drop of water or you're not gonna get any water at all.
Right. You know what I'm saying? like, you are a drop in a 5-gallon bucket of water. Think about it like that. Think about it like that. Fill up a 5-gallon bucket, take your finger, dip it in the water, and pull it out and let that water drop. That is what you are. Because all of that water in that 5-gallon bucket is all the liquidity that's really going to be running through the XRP ledger. And you're just a drop in the bucket. Now that right there is crazy when you think about it. Just to think about it. Take a 5-gallon bucket of water and fill it up and put your finger in that water and let that water drop off your finger. That is what you are. When you cash out your $100 million in XRP, that is nothing. They're gonna be like, go ahead, take it. They're gonna give it to you, right? Take it. We set you up mentally to take that. Take it. Because that's what we did to you. We set you up like that by confusing you and throwing out a whole bunch of confusing things. That's what we gave you, that drop in the bucket. But you are good though, you're good. Let's not get it twisted. You're good financially if you know what to do with the money. But if you don't know what to do with the money, well, then that's a whole nother story for another time, right? But we gave you cannot say that the system never gave you nothing. No, we gave you became a self-made millionaire. Self-made millionaire. Just don't bankrupt yourself, right? Even if you somebody that was able, let's say you got 50,000 XRP and it goes to $10,000 and you end up having $500 million. Again, take it. Take it. You are a drop in the bucket. Even if you have 100,000 XRP, you're still a drop in the bucket when you cash out at 10,000. And you could cash out all, and you're still going to be a drop in the bucket. Maybe 2 drops, maybe 5 drops. You might be 5 drops. You know, at 100,000, if you have 100,000 XRP and it's $10,000, you got $1 billion, you might be 2 drops in the bucket or 5 drops. Still nothing. Still nothing compared to what this price of this coin is gonna be. You're not doing anything. You could take all that money out of the system today. We don't care. We don't care. Because when we drive the price of this coin up to $10 million, $20 million, $50 million, with the money you took out, we already got it back. That's nothing. And that's the part that people don't really understand. It's like, yeah, but if you take, because listen, guys, okay, listen, guys and girls, when they take the debt and they put it onto the system, you're basically going to be cashing out the money from the debt that they put onto the system. So basically what they're doing is they're giving you back the debt, and you're going to take that and you're going to spend it. They didn't put none of the real valuable stuff on the blockchain yet. So when they take, let's say they take the $100 trillion and throw it onto the blockchain, yeah, the $100 trillion of world debt, and they put it onto the blockchain, whatever you make, they just gave you back the debt money. They just gave you the debt money. But they're gonna probably make you think that they put other things that they didn't even put on yet. But they just moved the debt. But the $100 trillion of debt was enough to drive the price of the coin up to maybe, let's say, I'm gonna stay at a safe number because I know everybody likes to hear this number. I'm gonna stay at that number and say 10,000. I know it has to be more than that, but I'm gonna say 10,000, right? I would go as far as saying $100,000. So the coin goes to $100,000 due to the amount of money that they just put onto the blockchain. Yeah, we just gave you back the debt that we put onto the blockchain because you were holding XRP. We bought the debt onto the blockchain. The coin skyrocketed to, you know, anywhere between $10,000 to $100,000, right? So let's say the coin hit $25,000, right?
Right.
Well, now people are going to be cashing out, and people will be like, "Yeah, but nah, that's not enough. That you know how much people hold XRP? Yeah, it's not as much as you think. Like, it's not as much as you think. If they're saying 1.2 million people are holding XRP, it's actually probably more like about 400,000 people holding XRP.
Right.
And out of that 400,000 people, there's not many holding 1 million. There's not many holding 100,000. There's not many, right? Out of that 400,000 people holding, there's probably maybe people that's holding 1 million plus XRP is probably somewhere around maybe 10,000 people. Probably, right? Most people are holding anywhere between 1,000 to about 10,000. That's taking up the lion's share of that amount of people that's holding, that 400,000 people that's holding, all right? So at 100% of people, if you have 10% of people holding 1 million plus, and then you have another, let's say, I want to say maybe 80, maybe 85% of people holding, 1,000 plus, or I would say 80,000. I would say 80% of people are holding 1,000 to 10,000, and then holding like 100 to 1,000. I would say is probably maybe another 10% of people or whatever, right? Or however you want to break it up. I would say something around there. I know my percentages are off because it's somewhere around there, but it's not a lot of people. So most people that's holding anywhere between 100 to 1,000, they're selling all when it hits 10,000. Right? They're selling all. When it hits 10,000, they're selling all of it. And then people that's holding 1,000 to 10,000, most of those people are probably going to sell all too. Most of those people are probably going to sell all. And then those people that's holding 10,000 to about, let's say 50,000, 10,000 to 100,000, most of those people are probably going to sell all too. Most of those people are probably going to sell all. So when you start to look at it and you start to say, okay, well, the price of XRP just went to $25,000, right? They put $100 trillion on. It multiplied the amount of money that's in the system, right? So basically, what they might lose out of the system from people cashing out, no lie, is probably $1 trillion.